shout out to the Houston Texans in the classic wild card game, man. They end up defeating the Buffalo Bills 19-22, man. And, you know, it seemed like nobody wanted to win this game. Before you get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support, and check our NFL playlist out for more videos like this. And ain't nobody want to win this game. I tell you that right now. I mean, you know, the first half, Buffalo was up like 16-0. And they came out the half, and the kick returner for Houston called basically a fair catch, and they called it a touchdown for Buffalo. They reversed it. And, you know, with them making a proper call right there, you know, it's just pretty much Buffalo, instead of kicking, you know, scoring touchdowns, they kick field goals. And said time and time again, you got to put touchdowns on the board. Had they put touchdowns on the board, they would have won. And their defense wore down. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Deshaun Watson, they gave him time and time again to make plays. And eventually he started to make plays. And J.J. Watt started to warm up after tearing his pec muscle earlier this year. Then Tre'Davious White, you know, he couldn't just, he's the best corner in the league, and one of them was Stephon Gilmore. He just couldn't cover, you know, he couldn't cover Deshaun Watson throwing to, I forget this kid's name, DeAndre Hopkins, excuse me. And Hopkins started to get open, and, you know, missing Will Fuller is a big part of Houston offense. I think Will Fuller and Deshaun Watson got the best deep ball connection that I've seen, you know, in the last couple years. But Watson just made great plays, and Josh Allen, I don't know if he was off a perk or if he was off some coke or what was wrong with him in the second half. You could tell that he don't operate under pressure well. And once, you know, Deshaun Watson, they got it to 11-16, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Carlos Hyde tried to get a game back to Buffalo. Ain't nobody want to win this game. Deshaun Watson wanted this game more than anybody, and then they put a touchdown on the board, and, you know, Josh Allen was just doing dumb stuff, throwing it up. And, you know, the turning point of the game, it wasn't even what Watson did. The turning point of the game, they got down there to kick a field goal and they was playing to send it to overtime. And the offensive coordinator for the Bills, he was playing too conservative. So he handed the ball off to Frank Gore instead of trying to score a touchdown. And in the midst of handing the ball off to Frank Gore, they ran right into a run blitz that ended up backing them up. And then, you know, Allen it was a penalty. He took a penalty trying to throw the ball to an illegal touch by the offensive lineman, and he moved back. I'd rather be too aggressive than too conservative. And that's what happened. They tried to play for a field goal instead of going for the touchdown. And that's the turning point of the game right there. They get the ball back, long story short. Houston come up short on a fourth and 1 or 4th and inches. Buffalo come back down. They get a field goal. And pretty much, you know, nobody wanted to win the game but Watson. Watson made a once-in-a-generational type play. They called the perfect slot blitz. You know, got in. He got hit twice. And he took the blow, bounced off, and made a throw to Tywan Jones. And Tywan Jones got him into field goal position. And Fairbairn, whatever his name is, made the kick. But, you know, J.J. Watt was huge in this game. He made some pressure. He whooped a rookie, what's his name, Cody Ford, the right tackle. And I don't understand why they didn't give Cody Ford more help. You know, even towards the end, one of the last times Josh Allen had the ball, they still left Ford on J.J. Watt 1-1-1. No chip, no tight end. I was looking for, I think Cole Beasley was in the slot to come down and crack down on him. Didn't do nothing. And I noticed that a lot, man. You know, you see a guy struggling on the offensive line, and they don't give him no help. You know, I've seen that too much watching the Detroit Lions, man. They don't crack down. They don't double team. They just want to see him get whipped. You know, and Cody Ford got whipped. He got hands to the face. He was getting beat all night by J.J. Watt for somebody that just came back with a pectoral tear so fast. But, you know, it's a learning experience for Buffalo. Buffalo had a lot of heartbreak. The Music City Miracle losing 4 straight Super Bowls back to back to back in my Drake voice. But Watson was Michael Jordan today. He was Superman. He was Shazam. He was Green Lantern. He was everything. You know what I'm saying? He was raising Dion. He was doing everything out there. And without Deshaun Watson, that quarterback, man, Bill O'Brien to be packing and stuff, getting fired. Deshaun Watson is so great that he rising above the subpar coaching of Bill O'Brien. And he elevated them to a playoff win. Who they gonna play? We gotta see what happened with Tennessee and Patriots. And the Patriots, if the Titans win versus the Patriots tonight, then Houston probably would go to Kansas City, and the Titans would go to the Baltimore. But the Patriots win, like most people think. Patriots would get the lowest seed. I mean, the Patriots would go to Kansas City, and the Baltimore, Houston would travel to Baltimore. So that's how it would go down. But it was one of the best wild card games I can remember. That was the best game since, that was the best playoff game the last 2 years. All last year playoffs was terrible. And, shout out to Houston sticking it to Jerry Jones, and Dallas Cowboys got to sit there and watch them. So them fake Dallas Cowboy fans that got the Houston jerseys on today, you got to keep your Houston jersey on one more day. But phenomenal game. Deshaun Watson is proving to elevate his game. But that team just don't got enough to make it to the Super Bowl, man. Coaching holding them back, not enough defense. Running game is good. But, I mean, if they get Will Fuller back, I think they got a chance. They give him a little bit more, but the coaching is so pedestrian. But you never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? J.J. Watt was a game changer. Whitney Merciless. Bradley Roby played well. And they missed some key, opportunities for pick sixes and picks. But Buffalo, they got a young team. Josh Allen just got to develop a little bit more. But I wouldn't want the ball in his hand in game time, man. He was out there like, man, he was out there. He didn't give a hell, or he was just so shook that he was just doing dumb stuff. But if he had ice water in his veins and he was just trying to make a play, then going forward, you might want the ball in his hand. But, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? So Buffalo got a good young team. They just got to add a number one receiver and a couple, defenders, and that'd be all right, man. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. Check out our NFL playlist. All those links in the description, man, for my email and social media. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. Shout out to Houston 22-19 and OT. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. We gone.